Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution. Ay, Bitcoin is the one, no substitution. Ay, with Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. So every week we do a weekly update and a weekend update, and today is your weekly update. We got so much to talk about, guys. So much to talk about. It's going to be a great show. We hope you're having a great day today. So let's get right into it. Let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What up? What up?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Good, man. Good. Bitcoin is doing exactly what we said it would do on Sunday's weekend update, isn't it? It's kind of it's eerie how we like pretty much hit the nail on the head with it.
I remember our conversation. Who didn't say it? What was the call?
The call was obviously we had reached like right at that 48, and you and I. We talk in our DMs and outside, we said, 48.5 is that real like sweet spot, right? Once we hit that, pretty much going to get to 50. And then what I followed up with that was, and then I hope we get to 52. And then at that point, I'm looking for an Ordinal and BRC20 run up. So that last part we haven't seen yet, because I think people are just still like, okay, is Bitcoin going to settle here? And we don't know. I mean, there's a lot of energy in it, man. It could continue.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you a question though. With like a Bitcoin Ordinal run, does it who does it start with?
Who? Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening with obviously Merlin chain, right? And the big event that I think people are waiting on are the release of these liquid tokens, the M tokens, and I think that's going to start a lot of DeFi activity, and we'll get into that in a bit later on the show, but there's a lot of information on that.
Yeah, man. So, all right. Oh, what do you want to get into first?
Well, let's I guess we can kind of, since we already talked about the Bitcoin, we can just price action there. We can pull up the chart here and just kind of see what we think possibly is the next move for it. Let me pull it up here. Wow, man, this chart is beautiful. And I'm on my DGen 1 minute chart, so let me pull that back here. I want to pull it back to like 15 minutes because that I feel like even though that's pretty DGen still, it does give kind of more of a short term view here. You can see, we really started to take off here. This was let's see, early 9 a.m. right at 9 no wait, hold on, that's not right. 43.8. So this is February 8th. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing here. Okay. Where were we for today? Okay. Right here. The 14th. Okay. Man, that candle hit right here. So 2:30 in the morning. It was
zoom in a little bit?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So like 2:30 in the morning, or like last night around 12 to like in the middle of the night. I remember, I've been grabbing my phone ever since like we're back in kind of like the bull market territory. I grab it in the middle of the night. It's like wake up from a nightmare, and I just like my phone just soothes me. No, I was kidding. And I look at the price here, but like I was just like, whoa, we jumped up, right? So we were at like that 49, right below 50. It was like touching, dancing, kissing 50, and then next thing you know, bam, it like flew past it in the middle of like the early wee hours of the morning, and then next thing you know, we're past 50, getting to 51, like mid 51. I was just like, what is going on? And then throughout the day, like we touched 52, and then now we're like dancing around between 51.5 to 52, and it's a great feeling. And it's almost kind of like we talked about like Fred and British Hodl talking about the ETF buildup. And it didn't happen right whenever the ETF launch happened, but they were like, guys, I know it's weird, and it's weird for us too, but there's definitely like a large demand of like institutions acquiring Bitcoin. But this GPTC is really, we weren't expecting this. And once that GPTC slowed down, and you said that it's going to chill out, and once it did, we just kind of saw the top kind of get blown off, right?
Yeah, man. It's kind of like it had to like go through this like digestion phase of these insolvent companies like FTX and those guys over at digital, what is it, digital media or something, DGBT or something. Yeah, those guys. I forget the name of the company. Michael Sunshine and those guys. Anyway, it had to go through like the insolvent period to kind of digest all that Bitcoin out of there. And now I feel like the sell pressure is gone, and now it's just daily buy pressure. Every single day has just been buying and buying and buying by these institutions in the ETF. I mean, every single day it's upwards. Like who's crazy enough to sell right now, especially if you got into the ETF at like 44,000, right?
Yeah. And did you see the video by Gareth? He opened up a short position. He was like, it was right at like 49 yesterday, I think. And he was like, I'm opening a small short here. And if it continually goes up, I'm going to be able to increase. And then I was just like, I don't think you want to increase here, man.
Yeah.
And I just think like the technicals from previous cycles have to go out the window almost, right?
Yep.
Because we're in new territory. Like, was it the golden was it the golden arch or whatever they're calling it? Like, once you get in, you typically don't hit that until after halving, but we're hitting it already now. And so this is what the difference is between the 3 previous bull market cycles. And so people are like kind of nervous. They're like, oh my God, like this is different activity, like different. This is not, but again, supply shock, right? And it's going to happen again during the halving. So
yeah, man, I'm excited for it, and I think we're gonna get 2 options here. I think we're gonna get a very short bull run, which is kind of like it's gonna start early and then end early, or we're gonna get a super cycle. I think it's really one or the other. I think we either I don't think it's gonna be your normal 400-day, 500-day halving like you had the last 2 halvings. I think we could go maybe an 800-day halving or like a 250-day halving. Having blast up, bull market. So I don't know, man. It's going to be fun to see. But either way, I think some of these ordinal assets are really going to fly up.
Yeah. And I think that's a very important thing that you just said, and I agree with you. I think either it's going to be, over by like fall time, you know what I mean? Like right at the end of fall, maybe, or it's going to extend out into 2025, but there's going to be periods of sideways. Right. So there was a person on crypto Twitter. I can't remember his name, but he has a lot of followers. He was predicting it's going to be the first option, right? Like the shorter bull run, but it's going to get to 200K and then drop down 99.5% all the way down to 1,000. That's what he said. And people were just like, man, I don't know if that happens, dude, you're going to lose faith. I think he's right. Or whoever commented that is right.
Yeah.
Like you will lose faith if it gets down to 1,000. And I just don't think BlackRock will let that happen because now they're convincing their clients, hey, this is what to get into. And they just won't let that happen.
Yep. I just heard today that their salesmen are out and about now. They're really going after these elderly citizens and getting them to put in 1 or 2%. The Joe Bidens of the world are getting called and saying, hey, we have this amazing asset now. It's called Bitcoin. It's brand new. And these older people are finally opening up that checkbook and blow dust off it. But it's exciting. It's definitely exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think that's going to happen, that first option. I mean, except for like if it does jump up and it is that first option, I could see the first option, except for not 99.5% down. But the reason why he was like, well, look at Google, what Google did, because Google did do that. If you look at the history, but Bitcoin ain't no Google because or Google ain't no Bitcoin, I should say, because it's totally different. Like one is a company that's, completely centralized. The other one's like an actual scarce asset, right? So that's the difference there. But
and it's not just a scarce asset no more either. It's it's AWS. You know what I mean? It's it's
not
the strongest
AWS.
cloud.
It's
a cloud system. Well, that's what I mean. It's
decentralized.
It's a decentralized clouding system that we put our JPEGs on and our information on, right? So it's awesome. Like Bitcoin Bitcoin's going to the moon, guys. And I'm thinking that we're going to have a 700-day bull market. I think we go all the way until, late 2025, almost 2026 before the bear hits and we go into like a recession. And I think that because I still believe that we hit 700K Bitcoin by the end of that.
Wow, that would be some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play it both ways though, right? Like because you can never be too safe, in my opinion. So I'll probably play, a decent part of my portfolio and as like that shorter run, and then
Yeah.
leave some for a moon bag, if you will, right? Like
Yep.
if it continues on. So, but none of that's financial advice. It's just kind of what I'm thinking there. Okay, let's kind of call next week here. So what are we thinking? It's Wednesday now. So where do you
Yeah.
see us? I think we should kind of hit it on Wednesdays and Sundays. So where do
Yeah.
you see us finishing the week at in terms of Bitcoin price?
Sunday morning when we wake up, Bitcoin's going to be around 53,750, 53,750. And I think that because I think there's too much momentum right now, and I think when Fridays close, these ETF buyers, they're going to go a little heavy. I think we hit like 55 by Friday, and kind of settle down to about 53,750 on Sunday.
Yeah. I actually think that we end up today's Wednesday. I think we end up at like 56, 57
Oh wow!
on Sunday.
On Sunday, okay.
What's today? Wednesday, so 54, 55. No, I say 55 because institutions can't buy on the weekend, right? But
Yep.
what they're doing is you know, the BlackRocks, the Fidelities, the institutions are buying more than the supply in theory, right? Like obviously you can't do that if there isn't any, but that's how big the buy pressure is right now. They're saying about 2,000 Bitcoin or $2,000 in value a day is increasing.
Yeah.
With the buy pressure right now. So we'll see. That's my calculation. So 55 on Sunday. I know that's overly bullish, but this is like a very unique situation. You know what I mean? We haven't seen this before. And go and look at the gold ETF in 2004. So
yep. So we'll see who's right. You got 55. I got 50. So it looks like you 54. You took the over, and 54. I took the under. So
yep.
there we go.
Yep. All right.
So I'm going to share my screen real quick,
Mhm.
and I'm going to show you guys something that I've been looking at. It is called Hoo Cat, and it is on the Merlin chain. Very bullish on the Merlin chain. We're super early. The M tokens haven't dropped yet, and that's something we're going to get into in a little bit. But this is Hoo Cat's chart right now. Hoo Cat's been really just hanging out here, guys. Look at this consolidation right here. Complete consolidation, up, down, but it looks like we're heading a breakout right here. And Hoo Cat has a $3 million market cap right now. It's sitting at 0.0015. And I think once we get the $1.4 billion to enter the ecosystem that is locked up right now, and that's all going to be available as M tokens. Every single one of that bit of that 1.4 billion. And where do you think that's going to go? I think a lot of that goes into Hoo Cat. I truly believe that.
It definitely can, right? But you have to think about this, right? Okay, so I think the biggest thing is how degen are the stakers. And if you ask me, so you and I know Jeff, right? We've known him since the summer, so I think there's extra confidence there, right? But like the everyday person doesn't know him as well as we do, right? We could be, we just know him from the summer, but it gave us enough confidence to stake into the seal. But these other guys, like they don't know him and they just like staked into this. So I'm thinking, okay, we got some degenerates in the seal. So once those M tokens are released, these degenerates probably want to play, right? So I mean,
there's a lot of Bitcoin
together
that it's about to enter the market, bro. And some confidence to Hoo Cat is that basically, so right now, and that's the thing to your point real quick. So China is they're on holiday right now. There's a New Year's. It usually lasts about a week, 2 weeks, right? Which leads up exactly with the M token launches. So that is huge. But Jeff came out and he was on Francis doing Uncensored today. Shout out Francis. Francis did an amazing job there. The interview was outstanding. And if you haven't watched that, go check it out. It's on Francis' channel. But Francis asked him about Hoo Cat, and Jeff said that it was the guys over at Merlin Swap who launched it, and it was the test token. And he asked them, is it going to is it a rug? Is it going to rug? And he said that those guys are like his neighbors, and they will not rug this token. Guys, we have a meme coin that the guy who started Merlin Chain said that it will not rug. I mean, come on now. If this ain't a sense of security right now, I heard that, dude, and I was like, I'm in. And I was already in, and now I'm in deeper. So that's just so you guys know. Me and Yagobi are both in this. You know what I mean? We're very bullish on this. That's why we're bringing this to you. And that's what thing. So this is not financial advice, guys. You don't get in this. Don't get in this. no, you know what I mean. I don't know what to say. I'm in it. That's all I can say. But I am so bullish on this, man. So bullish.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an exciting token. It's like, the first meme token there. It's the first one. I think you said it was the test one. So, and it's
Right.
like perfect for like a meme, right? Because it's a
Yeah.
cat and it's hoo hoo. It's easy to say. It's easy to joke about. Hoo hoo, your
Yeah.
hoo hoo showing, or whatever. And yeah, so we'll kind of have to see. It's going to be exciting because, like you said, all that liquidity is going to be unlocked and it's going to start pouring into this chain. It's going to be interesting to see how the activity goes. So because there's a large part of the Chinese community that's staked, I expect them, because they love to do tokens, right? They love to trade tokens. So
Dude,
it could get very, very,
Rats went to what, $500 million,
I think went to 800 at one point
bro.
at the
That
all-time
is
high.
like a 500x for hoo, dude.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane, and I'm calling it the Bonk of Merlin because it
The
is
bonk or
that,
the
you know?
shib?
Well, it's
the
the shib
Sheeb?
of Merlin. It could be, the Ethereum
Yeah.
version, but I think Bonk just has, that 2020 4 vibe, like that popped up pretty, 2023, 2024 vibe that really popped. And it's been so long since shib popped. So but
Yeah.
I think that it could definitely be the Bonk of Merlin, but I think it's safer than that because we know it was the test token, the first ever natural token on Merlin. Like this is the Ordi of Merlin.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see what happens. I think that there's going to be these type of tokens that have, the craze come back and all that energy and stuff. So why not hoo hoo, right?
Yeah, so there you go. We'll get off hoo and we'll get into some other topics. We're gonna get into next.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, let's just jump into since we're already talking about Merlin chain stuff, let's jump over here. There's a couple more highlights here. So we have Merlin chain M tokens are coming to stakers very soon. So if you staked any assets in the Merlin seal, then you're going to receive an M token. Now, whether you utilize that M token or not, that's up to you. You could hold it completely and wait for your unlocking period and just turn those M tokens in and get your layer 1 assets back on the other side, on the Bitcoin side. Or you can use the M tokens and do DeFi stuff, buy hoo, add liquidity, create liquidity pools. So I'm going to pull up this medium that most of you guys have probably already read, but you can see number 2. It says, based on the funds staked to Merlin seal, M tokens will be generated on Merlin's mainnet, such as MBTC, MORDI, MW420, right? So that just means like whatever you stake, you're going to get a M token version, and it's going to be assessed to the, that market value of the actual layer 1 asset. Probably be a little bit less just because this is liquid staking. So that's how that works. But you can actually earn more if you do it right and be able to stake in these DeFi applications, or possibly you get into hoo or you get into something else that goes up, and then you can get your more N tokens back and to get more of your more Bitcoin layer 1 stuff back in the end. It just depends on how many people are but it's number 4 here. It says, or number 3, it says M tokens can be utilized for trading or providing liquidity for DEX or engaging in DeFi protocols to generate extra profit. That's exactly what I just explained.
Yep.
And then number 4 says M tokens cannot be transferred outside of the Merlin chain, but they can be traded. So if an M token is sold, the seller will receive M points, but will not be able to reclaim the original deposit, while the buyer can claim the original asset with the purchased M token. So, that also tells me too, if you go to the pie chart right here, you can see the seal has 20%. So we already know that for the stakers. But if you use those M tokens to do stuff, you buy and sell and do things, you will also get a part of the users right here because you earn M points as well. So, you might sell those M tokens and you won't get, like, you lose your staked asset if you do that, unless you get it back somehow later down. But you still get you still are earning through your M points that you've acquired here. And then you also earn new M points here. So those will be going towards the Merlin BRC, the Merle BRC20 token. Yep. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, man, I think it's awesome. I think that it's just another way to earn this Merle token, and like I'm a huge user of this chain, and I think it's amazing. But like the way I'm using it is like with my wallet that I'm staking with, I'm not letting that touch anything because I'm like I'm kind of overexposed to that. You know, there's a lot of my BRC 420 assets are in that. So for me, I'm using my MetaMask wallet to kind of get those user Merl, right? The user
Yeah.
Merlin tokens, and I'm using my Unisat wallet for the staking of my layer one assets, my V420s, my Bitcoin and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to earn my on my MetaMask. I got a phone wallet and a PC wallet, and for my Unisat wallet, I'm just staking. I'm not connecting that to any sites, but I
So
will
so no
send that
no no
off.
M. You're not going to use any M tokens for that,
I
basically.
am, but I'm going to send them off
Oh,
to my
okay.
MetaMask wallet. The stuff that I'm okay with spending. I'm not letting that because I'm not hooking that at smart contracts. I'm
Yeah.
not letting that touch any site with the Connect wallet. That'll be for my MetaMask, and on those MetaMask wallets, that'll be if something does happen, that's it would just be a bad day. It's not a bad year. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
we should really practice safe connecting and to because there's gonna be a lot of sites, guys, and a lot of sites are gonna be being able to use for airdrops. It only takes one bad connection for you to lose everything in your wallet. Let's play it really safe here. Let's the wallet that you're staking with. Let's send those assets off to a different wallet to play.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is that like I agree with you 100%. And cuz like some people are going to have a lot of these M tokens and liquidity like,
Hmm.
tens of thousands of dollars if not more. And so I think you make a very, very good point that you got to be extremely, extremely careful as soon as you get those M tokens.
Yeah,
And, like you said, send it to just send like you said, like whatever you want to use. And then like probably just forget the rest of them. Just like don't even
yeah.
like you said, don't even interact with that wallet.
No, don't
Again.
hit connect to any site. I mean, I think Merlin swap is safe and Merlin.io is safe. Make sure everything's spelled correctly, but don't connect to bitmap.game. Don't connect to anything else until because we're playing with smart contracts now, guys. We got to really play it safe. We're about to enter a bull market where we can make life changing money. Let's not do anything stupid and connect our wallets. Send these off to these MetaMask wallets. You know what I mean? That have extra protection against these. So and then I feel like doing that will kind of let you okay, I'm gonna send this to that MetaMask and I'm gonna add liquidity to this new site because potentially I could adding liquidity could give me the airdrop for this new swap that just came out, but you don't know what kind of actors are on that new swap,
Yeah.
right? So you want to be very careful. Connect that little side wallet that you have to that new site. But
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's
that's
gonna be
just
it's gonna be permissionless. It's gonna be
yes,
open for any developers to come over here and start projects and start marketing it on Twitter and stuff. And we've been in the ordinal space for the most part, I would say like it's way more safe
mhm,
than the EVM world, right? So we just got to be ready for that. So that's a good reminder, man, because I wasn't really thinking about that. And so
yeah.
you just got
Do
to be on
not,
your
yeah.
toes. And it's nothing against the Merlin chain. This is all EVM chains that are like that. So
It's not yeah, it's nothing about Merlin chain. It's about the bad actors.
yeah,
Someone can fork a Uniswap and then just have like a
horrible.
wallet
Yeah,
that just takes everything. You connect all your stuff's going. So we're messing with EVM now. Let's play it safe. Do not connect. Like say if you have 10 grand in of M tokens that you staked up there, don't connect that. Let's just send 1,000 off and then connect that different wallet.
yeah.
But yeah,
And remember, we're all adults here, so you have self sovereignty over your stuff. You're the one that's clicking on it. You're the one that's doing all the exposure to
yeah,
it. So just remember that.
yep.
Okay. One last thing on Merlin Chain is that we got information that like there's like 100 dApps that are lined up waiting to launch on Merlin Chain, and there's going to be a website with a list of them very, very soon. So that's the DeFi stuff that's coming. But
A
yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
hundred different builders, guys. Like
Over 100.
it's going to be absolutely insane. Like I'm sure like 90% of them are going to have airdrop tokens because that's just Jeff's thing. And if you're building over here, you're talking to Jeff, right? And he's probably going to convince them, hey guys, let's benefit the users. Let's drop a new token to these people. And it's guys. Merlin chain is where it's at right now. It really is.
Yep. All right. So that's it in terms of just Merlin chain.
Yep.
Where you want to go next? I'll let you pick since we
Um,
just did all that.
yeah, we're gonna start doing this new thing every week. I think it'll be fun. This is just before the weekly update. We're gonna call it pick of the week, and it's gonna be me versus Yagobi. Like we just had our we picked where we think Bitcoin's gonna go. So I'm gonna flip this card. Black is you, gray is me. All right, so I'm gonna flip it, and then whoever goes first. Ready?
Black.
Black. So you. God.
All right. So I got to pick just like a token or
Play of the week. It can be token. It can be any asset. It can be a Force 20. It can be a digital artifact. It can be a Merlin token. It can be anything. What do you think is going to have the best week from today on?
I'm gonna say the blue box
Okay. So
because
the
it's
blue
drawn
box right
down quite a
now
bit.
is at what, 0.5?
Yeah, let's see. Is it at 0.5? Goodness. It's at 0.5588.
558.
So
Okay.
yeah. So let's put
Eight
that
blue
down in the
box.
notes.
I got it. All right. Sounds good. And then I'm going to go with Hoo Hoo Cat. I
Okay.
think Hoo Hoo Cat has the best week, and right now Hoo Hoo Cat is sitting at 0.00527. Let me give this a refresh. It's sitting at 0.005157. 0.00157.
Yeah, I didn't think that through because percentage wise, you're probably gonna win that.
Well, let's see. Let's see. I mean, it could go down. We'll see.
Yeah, true. Yeah. All right, we'll see.
All right.
All right. I think we should talk about this.
Yeah,
This is pretty big news. Verothium gas mines, project that launched on BRC 420. Really cool looking like volcanoes with a cool little, backstory that's, made up or whatever. But, Verothium gas mines announced today that they're pivoting a bit. They were going to integrate runes into their claiming tokens or runes tokens, but it looks like they're gonna pivot to Merlin chain because they want to use smart contracts. Do you think this
Yep.
is a good move or do you think this is risky?
I absolutely love this. I am so excited for this. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was a little bearish on this a little bit originally, just because like I just don't know the rune thing and the lettering of the words, and who knows what how kind of like rules Casey's gonna make for it. I just don't like the unknown. And with Merlin Chain, I feel like I'm very comfortable with EVM, and I'm very comfortable with how everything's gonna work and stuff like that. And I think that is the best move they could have made. I am so bullish on this right now. So I'm going to read this real quickly. It says exciting news. Verothium Mines BRC 420 is pivoting to the Merlin for our what's that? For our grander vision instead of Rune. The possibilities with Merlin's smart contracts are perfect fit for our project. Stay tuned for further announcements as we design a unique contract. Guys, this is amazing. I'm so happy they did this because I feel like for this type of project, you need smart contracts, you need EVM, and I very bullish, very bullish.
Yeah, it's just way easier on the devs and the users, right? Because now you can have a dashboard interface or mechanism or whatever you want to do. Like if he decides to use bitmap.game, then he can do that. But like the smart contract's the most important thing here because now you can claim your Merlin tokens whenever you go to the mine now, right? So
Yep.
it just makes things a lot simpler and the turnaround should be better, like quicker.
I agree.
Well, yeah, so I'm bullish now, like even more on this project. Sam definitely is a good project manager. We'll see what happens, but I hope they gamify it and the gaming theory or whatever is fun. That's really
Yeah.
what's important in my opinion. Like claiming tokens is like everybody can kind of do that with smart contracts. Making it fun is different.
Yeah, and especially now that like Jeffrey announced that bitmap.game will have a huge part using smart contracts, and they can do so much more with bitmap.game. I'm very excited for it. Very excited.
Yep. All right, we're gonna keep going through here because we got a lot of topics before we get into the updates. All right. Let's see. What do you know about this? OMB announced Orange Eyes drop.
Yeah, so this was dropped on Monday. I didn't really notice anything until I saw that I think it was Sunday. We checked the OMB and it was like zero point 0.7. I was like, what is going on with OMB? And then I realized that they are dropping these orange eyes. They're basically, if you look at them on Magic Eden, I'll share my screen here.
They're not on there yet, right?
Well, no, but if you look at Magic Eden, you can kind of see. Wow, they're almost at 0.8. You can kind of see how like they have green eyes, and then some of them have these red eyes, and you can see the floor on them is like 3 Bitcoin for those ones, and then some have these blue eyes, which is 0.77 floor. So it's really cool. What is the floor on this? Oh no, that's also 3.69. Wow. So, and then they're going to
Yeah.
add the orange eyes, and some of them look really, really cool. There's like a Darth Vader one. There's like it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can see him here actually. So like here's an example. They definitely did the orange eyes different.
Yeah.
They put more like different stuff in the background, not just the character or whatever. So there's one. The one with the tank was, a lot of people like that one right here. Not that. Come on, Ord.io. What's up, Leo? Let's get this thing. There we go. So you can see, there's the tank right there. And then it looks like they're incorporating like buildings. There's like FU right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of people are liking the orange collection a lot. Like I've seen a lot of people come out and say, like even Frank from D Gods came out and was like, man, this orange eyes is like
Yep.
on another level, blah blah blah. Right.
So, but you have to remember now. I think if they're adding to this collection, I put out a tweet today and I asked around. I said, is this going to be a separate collection or is it going to add? And most response was that nobody really knows, and everyone thinks that they're just going to add to the supply. Right now, the supply is 2.1, and I think that there's adding another. I want to say at least another 2,000, right?
I don't know. Maybe they did
Because
the
I
first
think it's
time
if you own one, you get the rights
a
to the
whitelist
whitelist.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, but these 10,000 10,000 collection are doing pretty good too though. So,
yeah.
like I don't know. I still think that like they're probably going to get to 1 Bitcoin first, in my opinion, for the floor. Just so close right now. They're almost at 0.8.
Yeah.
But
But I do think the price drops heavily after these orange eyes are out. I think you're going to be able to get green eyes pretty cheap. I think
yeah,
once the people that get their orange eyes, I think the floor drops to zero point 0.3. Probably I could definitely see the cats now, which will have the smaller supply being above them in floor price. But I think the orange eyes are just going to be like 4, 5, 6, 7 Bitcoin. So
do you think they should have dropped the orange eyes separately?
I think it should be a separate collection, yeah. But I
Do
don't
you
think they're
think that
going to.
if they had their own collection, do you think they would be a 1 Bitcoin floor?
The orange eyes?
Yeah.
It could be a 2 Bitcoin floor.
Woo, that's pretty.
I mean,
That's
they
high.
look
But
they look
people are
amazing.
like really hype about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But yeah. But I'll be looking to buy one of the green eyes if the price gets down to where the cats are. I think that's a really good price point for them. So
yeah, that's crazy. We say it's a good price point, but that's it's up there.
I mean, it's different now than it used to be, right? So
100%.
I mean
100%.
that's we earned that too. We earned the right to be able to say zero point 0.3 isn't that much because we were here in the summertime when things were super cheap and we were buying assets that were really nobody was talking about because again we see value when other people don't, and that's how you're going to accumulate wealth in this Bitcoin ordinal ecosystem. See value in stuff before everyone else does, and that was something we did back in June, which allows us to say things like 0.3 is cheap. So
Yeah. Yeah. I know that we both have talked about getting an OMB, but they've always been like a bit out of reach, but maybe
yeah,
that will bring them back down. So we'll see.
yep, for sure.
All right, moving right along here. Rune's Guardian airdrop happened. These little characters here. Let me share my screen. Ended up being in. I had one in my wallet, and I think you ended
Yep,
up with one in your wallet.
I got one. Yep.
It's another. Yeah, it's another runes kind of. You get like a certain amount of runes tokens. If you click on the top of the head, you can see the number that you're going to get. Do you think like this is starting to get like drawn out, or that this meta is still going to be strong.
What do you mean if you click the top of their head, do you see a number?
Yeah. So like if you actually you have to actually go into the inscription, but like you can't do it here. But like if
Okay.
you go into like ord.io or one of the things,
Gotcha.
like if you click, it'll show like how many tokens you get.
Oh, wow,
But
that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool. I own a uh Quantum Cat, so that is why that I received mine, and I thought that was really cool. I think Frog's got them, Quantum Cat's got them, and other I'm not sure what other collections got them as well. Do you know? I know
frogs,
you
quantum
got one because of
cats.
your frog. I got one because of my Quantum Cat. I know that because the only thing in that wallet was a Quantum Cat, and so it was just
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what other collections got them. Oh, I think puppets maybe.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
But like you made a good point because there's 10,000 frogs. There's
yep.
how many cats?
3,333
So that's 13,333, and
and
then
then
puppets,
10,000
I think.
puppets.
Yeah, so you're looking at 23,000. So they have to kind of pick and choose.
Mhm.
So we got kind of lucky.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, but are you bullish on this runes airdrop continuing, or do you think it's starting to get tiresome?
I'm tired of the rune crap. I'm
Yeah,
I'm becoming a Merlin maxi. But I don't know. I'm excited for runes. I just feel like it's just so far away, and the Merlin chain is today. So
yeah. All right, man. Hopefully we can hit on everything here. Okay, karma token airdrop coming soon. So
yep,
this is something that we've known that's happening, and
yep.
I got this right
You got
here.
the screen?
Yep. So you can see right here it says latest Medium article on the drop, but it says right here, why swap track for karma? So they're doing an actual drop for the track tokens, but also they're opening up and you can swap track for karma as well. So they're doing something pretty crazy here. So it says for track holders, you have two ways to get karma. The airdrop for all track holders will get within the snapshot taking place tomorrow, 15th of February, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Then from 15th of February, 5 p.m. Pacific time, track holders will get the opportunity to swap track for karma. For every track token you swap, you get 400 karma tokens.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I don't see a lot of people wanting to swap track for karma.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not bullish on chain monkeys, so I'm not really bullish on this karma token either.
Yeah.
I don't know. The track ecosystem just seems very boring to me right now. I just think that with Benny's comments the other day, it really kind of made me a negative vibe toward the entire tap ecosystem. So I'm gonna watch from the sidelines on this, and if I do get airdropped for something that I hold, awesome. But if I don't, I'm not gonna be buying any or trading any of my track for it. So
Yeah. So the karma token is actually going to be a tap protocol token. So I thought that was really interesting.
yeah, yeah,
And they mentioned that like out of all the protocols right now, this very moment, that tap protocol has the most volume, is what they said. Which I don't know. Like,
you do that markets every day. Do you see a lot of value?
well, the volume, I don't know. The volume is definitely there, like way more than pipe. I feel like
Yeah,
out of all the protocols, pipe protocol has the least amount of volume that I see.
yeah.
But tap does have quite a bit, and I was been shocked about that. Like,
Mhm.
but it's like Ordinal's wallet. It's the only platform that really gets a lot of it.
Yeah,
SatX only, like if you want to buy minus tap, you go there, right?
gotcha.
So, but we'll see, because I mean I think still they need a really good platform, and they don't have one right now.
No.
I mean, nothing against Ordinal's wallet. It's just not my cup of tea. Or else I'd be trading my tap tokens all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I agree.
all right. So yay or nay on karma token? Do you think it's gonna, get a lot of volume or no?
I honestly don't care.
So it's more of that you don't care than if it does or not. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I, I
don't know.
think I think it will within like the track ecosystem community, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but we got one thing like some reason China doesn't get involved with track stuff or tap stuff. So it's like this is not bullish from on me,
yeah,
but
gotcha. All right. Um, okay, so let's just hit on this. We can you carry some of that other stuff over to the weekend here because
Yeah.
it's not really big news. It's more just so our Ordinal Revolution OG Pass airdrop is coming up. You know, a lot of people have been waiting for this. You
Should
know,
we announce the day of the airdrop?
should we? Should we?
I don't know. Should we tease it?
Maybe we can give them just a little bit of information.
Okay.
So probably like what, this weekend?
Well, there's no football on Sunday, so you might be excited about something else.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So how are you feeling about this? I mean, obviously this is something that you and I have been working on for a while.
Yep. And
We've
shout
teased
out
it a bit.
3D Eric for helping us with this 3D model.
For sure. He did an outstanding job with it. But are you feeling like we've achieved everything up until this point, like that we've sought to achieve?
Yeah, 100%. I truly believe that like we are probably one of the biggest growing platforms in the space besides maybe like OSD, which is Ordinal Support Desk. I think that Ordinal Revolution has really came in and we've educated so many people. We onboarded so many people that I think that we should, you know, be proud of ourselves for that. And I feel like it's time for us to give back because the community has really taken a liking to us and really showed us love. I mean, we have 7,600 subs now, 180 some members. So I think it's just time that we showed appreciation to the rest of the ecosystem. So we're launching a collection. It's 300. If you see on here, there's 150 in each wallet, and these like 90% of these will be airdropped to either our members or people around Ordinal. So like there's definitely people that been here since February who I look up to, and I truly believe that and contributed huge to the ecosystem and like to my learning and my knowledge. So guys like Jeroen, I'm gonna send him one. Guys like, you know what I mean, like all guys all around the space. You know, from CB Spears to, you know, Quarry to, you know, everyone in the support desk, the main guys over there, and just anyone who contributed to the ecosystem. I reached out to, and we're gonna send them passes and to, you know, 180 some members. So
Yeah. I mean, I actually feel like it's gone better than what we initially expected. For you know, the support from the community, they love the pass. I mean, I might be biased, but it's the best looking pass in my opinion in the space.
I
And
agree.
you know, we have partnerships too for this pass, and so like the Verithium gas mines is one of them, and each pass holder is going to get a mine, and there's going to be future stuff too. You know, we possibly in talks with some of these bitmap builders where, you know, the gamified part, you know, we could possibly use the pass in. Nothing confirmed yet, but it's going to be exciting, and I would hope that people would proudly hold it. You know what I mean? But everybody's free to do what they want with it. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to take the quick bucks, that's fine. You know, I think that the airdrops that are coming, and they're going to be coming rapidly because we're in talks with a lot of builders and stuff like that who want to get, you know, maybe their project shown, and it might be a stipulation. Hey, you got to airdrop our pass holder or something, and then we'll, you know, we'll do something. So it's kind of a nice give back to you guys. So we just want to show our appreciation.
Yep, for sure. So get ready this weekend. No football.
No football, but you might get a pass. But it really depends on gas. So we're not going to lie to you. We're not going to spend like an insane amount of money on getting you these. We want to get them to you at a fair price. And but just
we'll make an announcement too on the brand account once they're.
I don't want to make it now. I want to do it stealth. I want people to wake up and just, oh wow, look what's in my wallet. I want that feeling, that Christmas feeling, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like once it's like fully completed.
Once people start posting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump into the market updates. Start off here with BRC20 market update. Let me pull this up. All right.
I miss this. This is the way we used to do it.
Yeah.
For the market is.
For
I was thinking about that the other
day. So PIN is number one with you know, total volume 0.31, which is that's interesting. Why is it 8.5? Okay, that's the price per sat. Okay. So anyways, on the 24-hour volume, it's down 0.03%. Not too bad, but a teensy weensy bit of a pullback. 3 zeros and a 2 for the price there. And then you have DEPD. I don't know what that is, up 0.29% on the 24. Price is 0.0043. Track comes in at number 3, up 29.9%, sitting at $5.34. So that's the top 3 on the 24. And then number 4 is Pi with double E in the middle, or double I in the middle. Sorry. You got a lot of zeros. So it looks like 7 zeros and a 1. BNB plus even on the 24. You have this Chinese character. I don't know what this is, but it's at down 0.34%. Then you have PILN down 24.07%. Ghosty coming in at number 8, down 6.56%. Sitting at 36 cents. Wow, just dumped down. This was at 41 cents earlier, like an hour ago. So that looks like just one listing here, though. Then you have AINN, no movement on the 24. RSK up 4%, sitting at 3 zeros and a 3. FSP up 7.41%. Ordi at number 12. Wow, Ordi's usually top 3. Up 1.45%, sitting at $75.21. So this is interesting. Like, I've been waiting for the BRC20s to kind of take off after like Bitcoin has been really bullish. It's definitely like the most delayed out of the last 3 times Bitcoin's taken off. But I think people are just really waiting for Bitcoin to settle. So we'll see. Sats comes in at number 13, down 3.41%, sitting at 6 zeros and a 4.8. ONST up 1.18%, sitting at 4 cents. SCAT, no movement, sitting at 2 zeros and a 2.6. MWCC down 10.42% on 24-hour volume, sitting at 4 cents. You have BIDP up 18.81%, sitting at 4 cents. You have a BIIS, no movement on the 24, and then you have $LNK, no movement. BNP, man, it hasn't gotten back to 1 cent. I don't know if this is going to come back, man. It's one of those classic Jack Lou situations, man. He just comes in,
I know.
pumps it up, and he just leaves. I hate that. But anyways, it's down 2.5% on the 24, sitting at 2 zeros and a 7.3. AIPY, no movement on the 24. BRWA up 56.84%. Wow, looks like the winner on the day for volume, sitting at 2 cents there. And then you have PIXM with no volume on the 24. And that is the BRC 20 weekly market update.
All right. I'm taking you guys over to the digital asset part of the update on Magic Eden. And I'm always on that 7-day. We got the R6 in that number 1 spot, sitting at 191 Bitcoin in volume at 0.071. This has been floating around 0.07 and 0.08 for the last week or so. It got up to 0.11, and then it's after Casey came out with saying about the 0 to 9 runes that it is no longer really in the. It won't be. There's no chance of it being the number 0 or number 1 rune anymore. So in the number 2 spot, we got the Quantum Cat sitting at 0.199. This is actually getting down to where I purchased it at. I purchased it on launch day at 0.198. So it's definitely down to where I bought, and it's fine. Everything's fine. No, I'm just kidding. And then we got the Bitcoin puppets sitting at 0.07. Very bullish on the puppets. The Node monkeys sitting in that 4th spot, sitting at 0.163. And then we got the OMB sitting at 0.77. Like I said, I do see a huge drop on these after the orange eyes are out. I think everyone's just trying to grab a green eye right now in order to get that orange drop. Be able to get that whitelist spot for the orange eyes. And then we got the Rune Guardians in that 6th spot. Wow, man, this just dropped a few days ago, now sitting at 0.0084. And then in that 7th spot, we got the Bitmaps sitting at 0.0043, around $200. Bitmaps have been it's the lowest in a long time, but I think a lot of the liquidity is going to other things right now, meaning Bitcoin. So, and then in that 8th spot, we have Flora Forms by Harto. This is something new. I think Harto just dropped this today. It's actually pretty cool art. If you're into art type stuff, there is how many is there? Where's the info?
I
don't see it.
Yeah, it doesn't say right there. That's interesting.
Doesn't normally say. Maybe that's weird.
It does. Oh, there's 4.9 owners, but
that's all I saw. We'll figure that out for you guys. And then in that 9th spot, we got the Bitcoin Frog sitting at 0.148. And then this is something that came out. We talked about this on Sunday. And so I was going to mint them, but then it had like this weird fee that was like $45, so I faded it, and I'm glad I did because this has been down only since it launched. And then in that 11th spot, we got the Pizza Ninjas sitting at 0.054, up from 0.048 last week. And then we have the BitDisc Black by Bit Smiley sitting at 0.016. This was a free airdrop to the people who put the gas really high. So that was something last week as well. And that is your digital artifact update.
Yeah, it was a free mint, not free airdrop. But
Sorry,
yeah,
free mint,
yeah,
free claim, I guess you could say.
Yeah, free claim. Yep, for sure. All right. Well, I'll touch on the BRC 420s, and then
we'll call it a show.
We'll call it a show. So obviously, number one is the blue box here. You can see 0.5588. This dropped quite a bit. It was at 0.78, I think the highest, 0.79. But I think it's going to ramp back up once the activity comes back or starts on Merlin, but we'll see. Number two coming in with Mineral sitting at $454. This has been pretty steady. I think a lot of people are excited about this because it's real world assets with a mining company and all that good stuff. They're partners with basically Merlin, right? BRC 420. So number three is Song About NFTs, 828. Not bad. It got all the way to 1100, so down from a week ago. Then you have the Blue Wands coming in after that. This actually dropped all the way to like $96. It's back to $103. Yeah, but I'm bullish on it from when like they start creating the game and all that stuff. And then you have the Dragon Ball underneath that sitting at $53. And see the key underneath that. $23. Bitmap Town at 57. This thing always draws back to $50, man. And then we have the BRC 137 at $108,000. Are these selling? I don't think so. I don't think since the first time. Yeah. So Ord's Games comes in after that, sitting at $36. Man, this dropped too a lot. It was at 100 something. And that's it.
Chip.
Yeah, you got Chip here. Chip. Sitting at $159 because they have a game. I guess they've been showcasing. So we'll see what happens, man. I might want to pick up a couple of these in case.
I know.
But
they were like $25, man. It's crazy.
Yep. We'll go to our shill of the day, resident.
I haven't looked at these in a while, man.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, still at 6.30, but hey, appreciate every single holder at 51.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, looking pretty, not horrible, but not great. And then
I probably haven't had any sales.
Resident, let's see, Shizzy over here sitting at 29 holders. So
there you go.
Anyways, you can always mint those for cheap. Don't buy those on secondary because you'll pay more, but mint price is much cheaper. But yeah, that's gonna be the BRC 420 market update.
Yeah, man. And then one thing really quickly, take you guys over to the best website in Ordinals, which is ordinalrevolution.com, guys. This is some really amazing articles on here. Definitely check these out. If you know someone who's trying to get into Ordinals, have them read some of these articles. They're really amazing. And on top of that, right here, we have our store. We're going to be adding some stuff probably next week. We're going to add some Quantum Cat type stuff. We're going to add some other stuff as well, some puppets and things like that. So look out for that stuff. Check out some of this stuff. We did add some new hats and stuff like that. So if you guys have any ideas for some stuff, please, we got my hat here. Please hit us up, and we will definitely add something that you're interested in. So definitely check that out as well. But that is our show.
Yep. Yeah, that's it, guys. This week should be very exciting, though. We got Paris on tomorrow, so we'll drop that video. Guys, get ready for her launch this weekend. It's gonna be very exciting. We're gonna have a live tomorrow. I'm gonna rest my voice all night tonight because it's definitely like I feel like I have this like I don't know, something going on with I'm not sick.
Yeah, laryngitis, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I don't know, but definitely gonna rest it tonight and then drink some hot tea or something, and then come back ready for our live tomorrow. So that should be fun. We'll do some fun stuff tomorrow.
100%, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you cannot watch, you can definitely listen. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on all streaming platforms. So check those out, and check us out again, like he said, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Yep.
Check us out tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It should be a really, really good live. We might do some giveaway. Yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway tomorrow. I'm gonna give something away tomorrow, and then you know what we'll give away? We'll give away a pass. We'll give away the very first pass. We'll be giving away tomorrow, before the airdrop starts. What do you think? Good idea?
Yeah, but if
Give
we
it
give
away
it away
live on the
tomorrow,
show?
if we give it away tomorrow, then we'll know if you floor it.
I mean, obviously, but
No.
but that person, yeah,
We'll
that person
we'll
can
talk
probably put
about
up
it. We'll
for
talk
whatever.
about it. We'll let you know
All
tomorrow.
right, all right.
Yeah,
So
on
I
the,
think
on
it's a
the
good
Twitter.
idea. What do you
Yeah,
think?
it's a good
I
idea,
don't know.
but we'll
All right.
see.
All right, guys. See you guys.
Peace.
Ordinal Revolution. Let's go.